Greetings, prudent, fit, perfectionist, Virgo. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and tarot card reader. And now I'm going to do the March 2021 forecast for the sign of Virgo. And I'm going to do a tarot card reading, and I will talk about some very broad strokes of the planetary transits, but I encourage you to follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole, where I will be posting more updates about the planetary transits in real time as the month progresses. I'm continuously trying to work out my format between doing these videos and my private readings and Instagram, and I would love to read for you personally. One-on-one is always the best, but I make these because they also are very useful. If you can watch your sun and rising, or if you have a night chart, your moon and rising. Anyway, as we enter the month of March, Virgo, you have the 9 of Swords. So it looks like you are maybe worried or concerned about something. Swords correspond to the element of air, so they have to do with thoughts. And you see this lady here, there's a cloudy sky in the background. She's got her hand covering her mouth. She's thinking about something. This is around the 1st through the 3rd, really, as Mars enters Gemini. And when Mars enters Gemini, it will be entering your 10th house. The 10th house is the house of career and attainment. And so your worry or concern can have to do with your work. It could have to do with your vocation, like your calling in life. For those of you who do not work, it could have to do with, your status or reputation somehow. Anything that involves kind of like your public life, or how you're seen by the outside world, like outside of your home, is 9 of Swords, or is 10th house kind of terrain. But it's usually associated with career and enterprise. Sometimes it has to do with father stuff. So any of those kinds of 10th house themes might be where this worry or concern is centered for you around the 1st or 3rd of the month. And you were covered by the Knight of Cups reversed. So this has to do possibly with maybe a delay or postponement around a romantic proposal. It could just have to do with a romantic figure, male figure who's out of alignment somehow. Knights can have to do with proposals, but sometimes it's a man. Maybe he's emotional. Maybe his feelings are hurt. Maybe he's holding back his emotions or feelings about something, unable to express his feelings about something. Any of those can be the Knight of Cups, and this again is within the 1st week of the month. And you were crossed by the Chariot, and the Chariot is in the cross position. It's the only card that's crossed, so it's not upright, it's not reversed, it's crossed. And this is what the Kabbalists relate to your tikkun, or your karmic correction, in the month of March. And so this is where your spiritual work is this month, and it has to do with making progress, moving forward. For some people, it may have to do with a literal trip or journey. I know not many people are traveling right now. Some are. So for those of you who are, it looks like it could be happening this month, this trip or journey. But those who aren't going on a literal trip or journey, the Chariot just has to do with forward movement and progress, metaphorically, in your life, in some situation. And the basis, it's the 9 of Cups. So it looks like your wish is coming true. The 9 of Cups is happiness, fulfillment, dreams come true, wishes fulfilled. And so again, this is an energy that pervades the entire month, but it's particularly potent around the 10th through the 12th. And another thing that I was going to say with this Chariot card, you know, it appears around the time when Pallas, the asteroid Pallas Athene, is moving into Pisces. And Pallas Athene has to do with strategy, our chess playing skills, our wisdom, and our ability to kind of see into the future, to you know, see where all the pieces are on the board and really strategize. And because it's in Pisces, Pisces is about the dream. Pisces is about the vision. And so now, you know, your work is, you're strategizing around how to move forward with the dream. That's what this Chariot reversed or Chariot crossed is in March. And what's leaving is Strength reversed. So this could be a time of feeling weakened, or it could be a time of just feeling, you know, being extra gentle, not forcing things. What could come into being? Around the 13th or the 15th, around mid-month, it looks like you could be making a financial or business decision, like you are deciding whether to continue to work on something that you've already invested time and energy and resources into, and have already begun to see the fruits of that labor and investment, or if you want to go in this new direction. And this is around the new moon of Pisces when this is emerging. And the new moon of Pisces is happening in your 7th house. And this is the house of marriage. It's also the house of business partnerships. Sometimes it can be the house of, you know, lawsuits, or if you're in a court situation. But again, it's financial, business, earthly kind of matters that looks like are on the mind around this new moon time. And the new moon is a great time to set your intentions, to do your altar, light your candle, have your flowers, call in the ancestors, put up their pictures, honor them, and you know, seek guidance. And you are in a position to really manifest what you want at this time. And new moons are a great time for that kind of work. So what will come into being is the Two of Swords reversed. So it looks like also around mid-month, someone will be revealing themselves to you. Something that you had not previously seen in your environment, in your immediate environment, you are going to be seeing now. It might be a person who reveals more to themselves. It might be that you are kind of taking off your blindfolds and seeing things that you hadn't previously seen. It's something like that. And this could happen through words or communication, or through relationships. You know, twos are duality in relationships. Swords are thoughts and words and ideas. This is also around the time when Mercury is moving into Pisces. So Mercury is about communication. And when Mercury moves into Pisces, Mercury is moving into your 7th house. Again, the 7th house is really important for Virgo. This is the house of marriage. In this month of March, you know, you have Pisces season. It goes into your 7th house, the house of marriage, the house of commitment, the house of partnership. So these are the where communication is coming up for you at this time. Realizing things, seeing new things, maybe turning around some ideas through discussion. Yeah, Virgo has 3 swords this month. And so it is your dominant suit. 4 swords actually. Yeah, so it's definitely the dominant suit. Fears or insecurities, that's the Ace of Cups reversed. And the Ace of Cups reversed is about, this could be something, delays or postponements in the birth of a new situation. This could be actually like a childbirth, or a pregnancy, or a marriage, or anything, a new creative idea or project. anything involving those kinds of cups-like themes. Cups correspond to the element of water, so they have to do with feelings, emotions, love, relationships, the creative process, things like this. And so, again, this is happening around the time Aries is moving into, the sun is moving into Aries and Venus is moving into Aries. So this is around March 20th, March 21st. And as these, the sun and Venus move into Aries, they're moving into your 8th house. The 8th house is the house of other people's money. Often the 8th house has to do with your spouse's money. If you don't have a spouse or partner who you are sharing finances with, it could be your parents' money. It could be other people's money as it relates to you. If you work with other people's money, if you have debt, or it can also have to do with wills, inheritances, settlements, loans, investments, things like that. So you might be having some insecurity or fears in that area in the month of March, but particularly felt around the 19th to 21st. And others see you as the 7 of Swords reversed. So it looks like you might be revealing secrets or revealing some sensitive information, and that is happening. Again, this is something that is in play the entire month, but it looks most potent around the 22nd to the 24th of March. Your positive feelings, the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you have positive feelings about a new idea, and that is great. And you, again, aces are beginnings, you know, so it's the start. Swords correspond to the element of air, so they're words, thoughts, ideas. So this is the beginning of a new, positive, great, victorious idea that you feel really great about. And this is around the full moon of Libra. And so the full moon of Libra, it's happening in your 2nd house. And so this is the house of money and resources. So it might be a good idea around those topics. And then the outcome is the 8 of Cups reversed. So it looks like towards the end of the month, you are having a meeting or reunion of some kind. It could be around a topic, an emotional topic, possibly. It could be around a creative topic also. And again, this is also around the full moon of Libra. And full moons bring illumination. And they also bring culmination sometimes. And again, the full moon of Libra themes are marriage, romance, justice, equality, beauty, art, love. So any of those kinds of things. So that is the tarot overview and brief astrology as well. I included with the cards. Again, I'm working on this format. It's an ever-evolving thing, so I appreciate your feedback. If you liked the video, give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a don't like. Please leave comments. Please follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole. And please have a wonderful, wonderful March, Virgo.